The morning light creeps through your window, landing softly on the dresser nearby. You push back the blankets with more effort than you remember needing before. Sitting on the edge of the bed, you pause. The ache in your joints greets you before your feet touch the floor. There's that heavy feeling again, the one that makes you linger just a bit longer, quietly weighing how much energy today will demand from you. Your slippers wait patiently, but you stare at them for a moment, remembering days when mornings felt lighter, simpler, almost effortless. You finally stand, grasping the dresser for steady balance. Your reflection in the mirror catches your eye, not for the first time. The person looking back at you seems both familiar and new. Eyes softened by years, hair a little grayer at the temples. You move to open a drawer, and it sticks. For a moment, your grip falters, hands weaker than you expect. No one is watching, but you feel the weight of the moment. A quiet sigh escapes, small but honest. You don't say the words out loud, but your body reminds you, something here has changed. You start to notice other things, too, smaller signs that seem easy to brush aside. Your sleep has felt lighter, more restless these days. Sometimes it takes ages just to drift off, and when you finally do, you wake up once or twice during the night, never feeling fully rested when morning arrives. Your favorite pair of pants feels a little tighter at the waist, and shirts that once fit just right seem a bit snug now. You chalk it up to getting older, maybe even joke about it if someone asks, but deep down it bothers you more than you admit. The television seems to run longer in the background, filling the silence while you sit, feet propped up, for hours on end. Activities you enjoyed, walking with friends, tending the garden, even just moving about the house, happen less often now. You tell yourself you're just taking it easy, but the truth is your body feels different. Muscles have softened, stairs seem a little steeper. All these signs are gentle signals from your body, subtle hints that it's time to pay attention, not because you've done something wrong, but because your body is asking you to listen. One afternoon, as you're folding laundry in the living room, the phone rings. Your son's voice is warm, but you catch a note of concern when he asks, "How have you been sleeping, Dad?" He mentions how you sounded tired the last time you spoke, maybe a little quieter than usual. You brush it off, saying you're fine, but after you hang up, the question lingers. It's such a simple thing, a loved one noticing something you've tried not to see in yourself. For a moment you pause, feeling the weight of being truly seen, even from a distance. That evening, you stand in front of the bathroom mirror, toothbrush in hand. The house is quiet except for the gentle hum of the heater. You look at your reflection, not with criticism, but with curiosity. Was your son right? You study your eyes a little longer, noticing the tiredness that clings to them. There's a softness there, a mix of wisdom and fatigue. You realize you've been ignoring these little changes, hoping they disappear on their own. Instead, they're gentle invitations to do something different, reminders that it's okay to change course. Standing there in the evening stillness, you take a slow, steady breath. The room feels safe, a quiet space where you can be honest with yourself. You close your eyes for a moment and listen, not just to the sounds around you, but to something deeper inside. There's no rush of panic, no loud declarations or promises. Just a small, steady realization that you want to feel different. You want to wake up with more energy, to look forward to the day ahead, to move with a little more ease and confidence. You know you won't become a new person overnight. You're not trying to erase your years, just to reclaim that steady spark you miss. There's a promise made, not out loud, but quietly in the privacy of your own mind. Enough, you think, gentle but certain, enough of shrugging off your own needs, enough of letting each day pass without purpose. The decision isn't dramatic, but it's real. You're ready to try something. Small steps, honest effort, to feel more alive again, starting right now. The next morning, you begin simply. Before the noise of the day can interrupt, you reach for a glass on the kitchen counter, fill it with cool water, and take slow sips. The water feels refreshing, almost like a quiet wake-up call to your body. It's not a miracle cure, but you sense something shift. A little more lightness in your chest, a bit of satisfaction that you started the day with intention. This small act, easy to do and gentle on your routine, reminds you that change doesn't have to be complicated. Later, before settling into your usual chair, you decide to walk to the mailbox and back, just to move your body and get the blood flowing. The air outside is crisp against your skin, the sidewalk familiar under your slippers. You take it slow, no rush, just enjoying the gentle stretch in your legs and the sound of birds nearby. When you return to the house, you feel a quiet pride. You did something for yourself, something you can repeat tomorrow. The step is small, but it's yours, and you realize that every journey begins just like this. Not every morning feels easy. Some days, as you reach for your glass of water or look out at the mailbox, you feel a wave of doubt settle in. You wonder if it really matters, if these small efforts will ever make a difference. Old habits whisper comforts. Why not just take it easy for today? There are moments when your body aches or your motivation slips away, and you hear a gentle voice inside asking, why start now, after all these years? You notice the fatigue, the way your legs protest, or your energy dips before noon. Sometimes memories of times you felt stronger make these steps feel almost foolish, like you're trying on someone else's routine. It's natural to feel this way. It's not weakness. It's simply your body and mind adjusting to something new. Every change, even the smallest one, brings a little pushback. You remind yourself that resistance isn't the end. It's just part of the process of beginning again. There's no shame in the struggle. It simply means you care enough to try. You remember a conversation from your last checkup when your doctor smiled kindly and said, "It's never too late to take care of yourself. Small steps make a real difference." You hold on to those words, letting them soften the doubt in your mind. Your friends, too, sometimes share their own struggles, how they've started stretching in the morning or walking a little farther each week. Their stories remind you that everyone faces moments of hesitation, and that change feels lighter when you know others walk beside you, even if it's from afar. And if you ever need a gentle reminder, know that you have support, not just from loved ones or a kind doctor, but here, in moments like this, you are not falling behind. You are simply finding your own pace. It's perfectly fine to take things slowly, to rest when you need, and to celebrate tiny victories as they come. There is no finish line you must reach tomorrow. This is your path, traveled in steps that fit you best, and you are never truly alone on the journey. After a week or so, you start to notice gentle shifts you hadn't expected. One night, you sleep through until morning, the hours passing quietly and without restless turning. When you wake, your shoulders feel a touch lighter. The old fog that used to cloud your mind seems a bit thinner. With each glass of water and slow trip to the mailbox, your movements begin to feel easier, less weighed down by stiffness. The change is real, even if it's small. You catch yourself humming in the kitchen, pouring your morning coffee with steady hands. There's a little more laughter, a little less sighing for what you've lost. Maybe you find yourself reaching for the phone more often, ready to share a story, or simply to listen. These moments don't shout, they whisper. But the feeling is clear. You're beginning to gather small wins, and they carry you quietly forward. Your days feel just a bit brighter, and you realize you're already more connected to yourself than you were before. You start to look at the person in the mirror with new appreciation. Every wrinkle tells a story of laughter, challenge, love, and years lived with purpose. The gray in your hair isn't something to hide. It's a badge earned through seasons of learning and care. You realize that moving slower doesn't mean you're weaker. It means you know how to listen to your body, to value rest as much as movement, and to approach each day with a sense of calm understanding. These years aren't a shadow on your life. They're proof of your resilience. You've collected wisdom from lessons that only time can teach. When you face new routines, you do it with quiet mastery, shaped by decades of adapting, overcoming, and growing. There's strength in your experience and in the gentle way you now care for yourself. You carry not just memories, but deep knowledge of what it means to start again. There's real pride in that pride that belongs to you alone. You notice that these small changes fit more naturally into your day. Pouring a glass of water in the morning, doesn't feel like something you have to remember. It just happens, almost without thinking. You find yourself stepping outside for fresh air, noticing the weather, and moving because it feels good, not because someone told you to. Each habit folds easily into your routine, shaped by your own needs and comfort. You're not following a program. You're living with gentle intention, making choices that feel like they simply belong to you. After a while, you no longer see these actions as chores or temporary efforts. You're not trying to be healthy. You're just taking care of yourself in the way that fits your life. There's a simple pride in how you prepare your meals, choosing more colors and flavors you enjoy. You stretch at the window, let laughter fill your kitchen, and keep a pen and paper by your bed to jot down a thought or memory. These aren't rules to follow. They're everyday moments that reflect who you are now. Someone who listens, adapts, and cares for themselves with quiet dignity. The world around you begins to feel a little larger again. You notice that conversations last longer, that you laugh more easily and listen more closely. Family visits carry more warmth, and ordinary moments, watering a plant, opening a letter, hearing birdsong, seem richer and more present. You stand with a bit more ease when answering the door. Each step feels steadier, your movements more sure. There's a quiet shift inside you. Instead of just passing time, you find yourself truly living it. You aren't chasing after lost youth or trying to meet someone else's idea of perfection. You feel more connected to yourself and to the people you care about. Confidence grows, not as a loud announcement, but as a calm certainty. You belong here, in this moment, bringing your energy and your story to every day. Small changes have opened you up to more life, more laughter, more presence, more real connection with the world around you. You didn't turn back the clock or erase the years. You honored them with every gentle choice you made. The strength you feel now isn't borrowed from the past. It's built in the quiet courage of starting fresh, day by day. This body, this life, this moment, they are yours again. And you have proven to yourself that it's never too late to feel alive.